Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Rodmotive JT. Today, I wanted to talk about the turn signals that I've added to the Jeep Gladiator. I've gotten a lot of comments on those, some good, some bad, so we're going to address why I did it. Why did I add turn signals to the Jeep Gladiator? Real quick, have a look. If you weren't aware, here's what I did. I added turn signals to each side of the sport bar, right next to the LED lights, the pod lights that I put on. Now, you can see they are pretty profound, and I know it would be much better if it was dark outside, which I still have to do a video on all the lighting on that, which we're going to get to. But you can tell that it's an eye catcher. I mean, when I pull up to a light or even touch the brakes, those things light up. You're not going to miss it, because even if for some reason you miss the turn signal, the normal turn signal, you know, the OEM on the corner, you're going to see that light up there in conjunction with it. It's just beaming. They're LEDs after all. But why did I do it? One is visibility. You know, if you lived in South Texas where I live, you would know that the more visible you are, the better able you are to tell people what you're going to do before you do it, the better off you're going to be. There are wrecks and accidents down here daily, I would say. You can't go to where there's a lot of people and you don't hear an ambulance because somebody turned in front of somebody or rear-ended somebody or just did something really stupid. It just happens a lot down here, so I figure the more visible I can be out there, the better off I'm going to be. So I don't have to sit on the side of the road waiting for the police to come, or worse, because somebody didn't know what I was doing. Next, it was a fun project. You know, I tend to gravitate towards things for the channel that I think are fun. You know, who likes to do things that you don't enjoy doing? And developing this, finding the right product, wiring it correctly, all of that, the whole process was fun for me. It was something fun to do. And also knowing when I went in, I didn't have a ton of money in this. You know, I could have taken them off if I didn't like them, if they didn't turn out the way that I wanted, but I do like them. Next up, to see if I could do it. You know, when the thought first entered my mind, I thought, well, gee, you're going to have relays and extra electronic equipment and all this stuff to try to make it work. And then the more I got into it, I thought, gee, you know, semis have these things. They have double-sided turn signal lights or marker lights placed all over the place. So it can't be that complicated to do. I mean, it's something you see all the time on bigger trucks. Speaking of bigger trucks, by the way, I kind of got a chuckle. Somebody commented they didn't like it, they hated it because it looks like a tow truck. And I thought, yeah, it's kind of funny. It really does. I mean, tow trucks have those lights up there. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe even one of those chase cars for big wide loads on the freeway. It's funny, my mom and I were out going somewhere and we pulled up behind a van. I think it was a van or an SUV. And it had those magnetic marker lights on both sides because they were a chase vehicle or even a lead vehicle for an oversized load on the freeway. Never even crossed my mind about something like that, but yeah, I guess it could if that's what you think they look like. Me, I don't necessarily mind. I don't think it's a bad thing. Mine are permanent, by the way. I mean, they're bolted on, so it's not like they're held up there by magnets. Next up, I think it's cool. I kind of dig it. You know, once I was able to wrap the chrome that was around there, that band, if you watch the video, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, well, come on, man, watch the videos. But anyway, once I vinyl wrapped that chrome band that was around there, I knew it was a go for me because I wanted to get rid of that. I'm not a chrome fan, if you didn't know. I am a devout anti-chromist. But once I was able to do that, I knew it would be a go, and I knew I would be able to achieve the look I was going for. And I did. I wanted something round and not too big. I didn't want some big square rectangular thing up there. Something that was decent size, but just enough, just right. And I think I attained that by going with the round double face lights that I picked. And I do think it's pretty cool. I love it. Lastly, it's unique. Have you ever seen a Jeep Gladiator with turn signals mounted on the sport bar or up high like that? I've seen Jeep Gladiators with lights. There's a fella around here that has a scrambler, and he's got the KC round lights. And by the way, that truck looks awesome. If you happen to watch the channel, you got a pretty cool looking Gladiator, and it was really because of you that I decided to go ahead and explore a sport bar for the back of mine, because I think yours looks really good. So kudos to you. But anyway, I think it's a very unique addition to the Jeep Gladiator. You don't see a lot of them out there. And let's be honest, if you're going for mods on your truck, you're probably doing it because you're trying to make it more unique, to kind of set it off from all the other ones that are out there. That's something that I always look to do, with one little caveat, and that is that the mods don't look stupid, overbearing. Now, I say that knowing full well there are people out there who have said it looks dumb, they don't like it, it's tacky. But let's be honest, there's always going to be that group of people that are going to get on and hate whatever it is that you do. Hence the term haters. They're out there, they can say what they want, it doesn't matter to me. I've honestly never been much to be swayed by other people's opinions. I do things for me. Unless they're writing me checks and sending me things, well, then we can talk. But otherwise, I'm doing things like this for myself because I like it. So, what's the verdict in the end? Well, they're going to stay. I know I had mentioned before, and even in this video, that if I didn't like them, I could easily take them off. I think I'm into the mod for probably, let's throw in wiring and supplies and all that junk, somewhere around 80 bucks, maybe 90. But not enough that I couldn't take them off and scrap them or maybe try to sell them on eBay or something if I didn't like them. I'm sure there's a trucker out there somewhere that would love to pick up a set for his rig for a decent price, but I'm not going to do that. I love the way that they look on the truck. I think I accomplished my goal, and that was to be more visible and be unique. Anyway, leave a comment. Now's your chance. What do you think of them? Do you like them? Is it tacky? Or not so bad? It is unique. I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, Project Cars, all about currently the Mercedes-Benz, something going on over there right now. And Rob Motive, all about the Toyota Tacoma. I got a huge few mods coming up on that here shortly. Check them out, and if you like them, please consider subscribing. And don't forget, smash the subscribe button here too. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.